Police have stormed the headquarters of the journalist syndicate in central Cairo. 2 reporters have been arrested on charges of inciting protests. Both journalists work for Arabic language opposition website Bawabet Yanayar. Dozens of journalists staged a sit-in in response to the raid and arrests. It is the first time the syndicate has been raided by police. Now, recently, police have been cracking down on protests. Hundreds of demonstrators were arrested during the most recent protests organized in response to Egypt's decision to give 2 Red Sea islands back to Saudi Arabia. Well, let's get you an update now on that story. I'm joined live from Cairo by CCTV's Yasser Hakim. Yasser, the Interior Ministry is apparently saying that the media is exaggerating the story of the raid. Just take us through the key facts on the raid at the press syndicate's offices and, of course, the arrests that have been made.
Yes, Lindy, there are 2 stories now. The one from the Ministry of Interior, which said that it has sent 4 officers to the syndicate who have requested that the 2 wanted men or journalists to be handed over, and that the journalists have handed themselves over to the officers without any resistance and without any problems. And it ended peacefully and quickly. But the story coming out from the syndicate is rather different. According to a statement, the syndicate's president said that there were 60 officers with machine guns and heavily armed policemen who stormed into the syndicate. They were resisted by the security personnel at the syndicate, and they have went into the building by force and straight to where the 2 men or the wanted men were in a room. They took them by force. The men did not resist, but they were taken by force by police and arrested and taken away. So we have 2 stories there. The syndicate president said that starting Wednesday, there will be a strike. Probably if nothing happens by Wednesday or no action taken by the president against the Ministry of Interior by Wednesday, there will be an open strike at the syndicate until they are calling for the Minister of Interior to be sacked.
Now, Yasser, if we are to believe the version of events presented by the syndicate, this then might be what some are referring to as an unprecedented clampdown on media. What does this mean now for media freedom in Egypt?
Well, it's very, very negative, and even in the media, the pro-Sisi journalists and media outlets are against what happened, and they are very strongly criticizing what has happened at the syndicate. It's never happened before. There are 2 uprisings and 75 years of wars and struggles, and no one has gone into the syndicate before. It's the first time. So it has a strong backlash from all, whether opposition or pro-government media personnel or journalists or outlets. They have all criticized what happened. They're all calling for the president to take action so that he does not get affected by the negative reaction to this event. And most of them are calling for the Minister of Interior to either apologize or to resign or get sacked by the president. So we expect in the next few days it will escalate if the president doesn't take action.
All right, we'll certainly be watching closely to see how the situation develops. Thanks very much, Yasser Hakim, live for us there in Cairo.